Hey guys, welcome back to the Book Corner. I am Hermione, author and lover of all good things literature. We're going to start working our way through Horror Hotel, and I will just do this video just to let you guys know where I'm at in this story. Okay, so they're going to the famous, so I can find the name of it. Oh boy. So I can find the name of it. It doesn't, he mentions the name of the hotel. Hold on guys, I'm trying to find the name of it. Okay, Hearst Hotel. I finally found it. Sorry, guys. The Hearst Hotel. And the Hearst Hotel was built in I believe he said it was the 1920s. And celebrities stayed there, and it was the place to go if you were rich and famous and all that type of stuff. And what ended up happening was during the Great Depression, people stopped going, people stopped staying, really nice people stopped staying. And soon it became a hotel that you went, people were high on drugs, and they would OD there and all that type of stuff. So it became a extremely haunted hotel. It probably wasn't that way when it was built, because if it had been that way, celebrities would have stayed away from it. You have Kiki, Chrissy, Chase, Emma. Yeah. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got four people that are in this one. And Kiki, I believe Kiki or Emma. I think it's Kiki or Emma is the one that can actually see dead people. And when they finally arrive at the Hearst Hotel, I think it's Emma is the one that's hit with the with a feeling of like, don't come in here, you're not wanted, and everything. And you got a couple of spirits that appear. You got the woman that died in the bathroom that appears in it, and she is determined to show, I believe it's Emma, how she died. And it's just like bragging points for ghosts, like, hey, look how I died. And they're very proud of how they died. They are very proud of how they died. There is no remorse for how they died. They love it, and they want you to know it. Yeah, I mean, the hotel is run down, and it's just not a really nice place to go. You only go there if you believe in ghosts and the supernatural. That's the only reason you go there. And it's also a hostel. Yeah, like the ones in Europe, except not quite as nice. But yeah. Overall, I am so far enjoying this book a lot. I am currently on chapter 7 of this book. And when I get to chapter 11, I will do another video. So this book is going to go right into the month of October. And basically, we're going to see what happens. I am getting the sequel to this book, because I've enjoyed the first 6 chapters, and for me as a horror lover, if I don't like any book, I mean, I don't care what it is, but especially horror, if I don't like the book after chapter 2, I definitely will delete its sequel. But I'm having so much fun with this book, and this book was definitely worth the money that I spent on it. So far. And I got my little horror thing here. So, yes, I'm having a lot of fun. Before I end this video, I want to say that I will still continue to read horror past Halloween. It's like, I'm going to buy these books, but I am going to read them. But unlike the other ones, where I just like slid them into place, the only books that are going to be on the shelf when I put it together and all that is going to be books I've already read. So, yeah. I will have some books up there, but they will just be books I've already read, and I'm putting the rest of my horror books in a tote. And when I finish a book, I will do the review, put it on the shelf, and then move on to the next one. So I'll see you guys next time. Hello, everybody. So yes, this is October 1st. So the time that I do this section of the video. So I'm really excited about this month as a whole. And yeah, I mean, I'm continuing doing the spooky reading that I started last month. And yeah, so we're continuing with Horror Hotel. Our 4 thrill seekers are still at the Hearst Hotel. And this is interesting that what these 4, or well, maybe one of them is, I don't know the other 3, but they're envisioning getting up to 1 million subscribers. And I think this is kind of the problem with social media as a whole, is you're always trying to outdo the other. But yeah, so what's going on basically is that we encounter our first ghost, which is this guy, and he's not really tall, he's not really handsome, but he does live in the hotel forever. Yeah, and then they have a really like freaky experience freaky experience in a elevator, and the front desk clerk told them that there was going to be like blackouts. So yeah, there are staff that work there. There are staff that work there. You have the front desk person, and you probably have other people that also work there as well. They probably don't like working there, but it beats not having a job and being homeless. So my impression so far of the book is that the writer, Victoria, she is, her and Faith, they both know how to write like a pretty decent book. And I'm having no, like, I'm not, I hate it when I stop my sentences like that. One of the things that I get from this this book is that they have come to the hotel and did not tell the staff that they were there to film. And I think that is one of the benefits of them not being as like widely known as some of the other ghost hunters, because other ghost hunters, they can walk into a place and everybody automatically knows, well, most everybody knows who they automatically are. These four, in California, if you had an owner that was more into like YouTube, they probably would know, hey, if these four are here, they're not here to actually stay a couple of nights, they're here to film. And you can tell from like the chapters that they do not have permission to film there. They absolutely do not. And I have a feeling that the owner of the Hearst Hotel is not going to be happy when he or she finds out that a film crew came in and filmed it. But as I said, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they're banned from the hotel for life, because I personally wouldn't pay them. Or just let them die. Or just be like, yeah, just let them die. They can live in the hotel forever. But I'm enjoying this one a lot, and yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad book. It's perfect for the spooky season, and I really think it is. All right, so for people that want to know, I'm on chapter 11, and there are 28 chapters. So I should I'm going to actually read like 10 chapters tomorrow because I'm off. So I will have this book done probably Friday, and it will join the others. Also, hopefully on Friday, I will have my shelving unit, so this will have its little home. Alright? See you guys next time. Alright, so happy 4th of October. So it is, yeah. So I'm back to reading Horror Hotel. I actually did not read this book for, I believe, 2 days because or it might have been a day. I don't know. One of the two. Because I had to work. Yeah, I think it was a day. I don't know. But, so, yeah. So I'm on chapter 15 now of the book. So I read it from 11 all the way to 15. And somebody has died in the hotel. And, yeah, it's like, okay. Like, now they're joining the others. Either I think they might be joining the others. I'm not exactly sure. But, yeah. They are either joined the others or whatnot. But yeah, they're in this elevator shaft that goes up and down, and yeah, it's like just one weird event after another. And also we discover that one of them, I don't forgot, oh god, I forgot which one it was. Might have been Alyssa or something. She actually went to a doctor about her ability to see the dead, and they found that she was fine, there was nothing wrong with her and all that type of stuff. And she's like, well, maybe they forgot something. I'm pretty sure they got it all, but yeah. Yeah, the 4 chapters I read were really good, and I will say these two, they write in sync, and they must go through a lot of like talking about what they're going to write. So yeah. All right. So see ya. All right. So we continue the voyage, the journey. Okay. So I'm officially 8 chapters away from finishing this book. I have finished this much, and I've got this much left. So, yes, this definitely looks like I'm definitely going to get this book done Monday. So, very happy about that. So, okay. So, the fight between the crew and the ghosts continue. And this book is really starting to get really good. And I am absolutely like, just like, okay, what's going to happen? Please let me have Monday off, because I really want, I don't want to think about work when I'm reading the last 3 chapters of the book and the epilogue. But yeah, they've been separated, and they are kind of like trying to get together or back together, and it's like, what the hell are these ghosts gonna do next? I am like so invested in who's gonna die in the hotel, who's gonna survive the experience. And yeah, and it's kind of weird, like, you know, I can get why this book was written, because going into old places is really popular. And it's like, we have to be there where people used to go and stuff like that. And it really, like, it amazes me about, like, why do people go to these old rundown hotels? Why is it that people go to these old abandoned hotels? And, like, you don't know what you're going to encounter in these old abandoned hotels. There are hotels that the rich and famous used to go to. They're now like abandoned and decaying and stuff like that. And you kind of are trying to imagine what these places looked like when they were freshly painted, and when they had like carpeting, and they had like room service and all this stuff. But this book reaffirms my commitment to never go into an abandoned or to a haunted hotel. It just reaffirms that commitment big time. But yes, absolutely is digging chapters 15 to 20. They're just everywhere in this hotel, and they're all like, you got Chrissy. Chrissy's, of course, the one that can see them very clearly. And she's kind of like at the stairwell that leads to 414, which is in essence actually 413. But yeah, we're we literally are going to be like, okay, we'll see what happens next. we will see what happens next. But yes, absolutely digged these 5 chapters. I thought they were really well written and I enjoyed them. Alright, so tomorrow, which is, so for people that want like a day mark, it is officially the 5th of October. And after this book, I'm actually going to be reading the one with the mall. So what I'm basically doing is I'm reading through the books that I already received, like after the mall one. I'm going to actually sit down and read some Agatha Christie, which I got, and then I'm going to sit down and read Small Town Monsters. So hopefully that's going to be good. I will try to get to Salem's Lot after I have finished reading Small Town Monsters. We have like 4 weeks to go before Halloween, so with the rate that I'm reading these books, I will get to Salem's Lot probably the last full week of October, and I will be doing like those reviews. So hopefully I will get done. Hopefully I will get through Salem's Lot by October 31st. And then after that, I am just going to continue to buy my horror and everything. And I will probably read like one or two horror books a month and everything. So I will see you guys around. Alright, final section to this video. I have finally finished Horror Hotel. And I'm going to say, this book was so good. It also ended up solving a mystery that people far, far away had been trying to solve. So we find out that the Hearst Hotel actually has a real killer in there, and he's wanted by the Australian authorities, though they have no idea who they're looking for, but he's wanted. So there is this big confrontation at the end of the book where his victims have followed him to the hotel, and their job is to remind him of like what he did to them and the life that he snuffed out. And he tries to kill one of the ghost hunters who can actually see ghosts, Chrissy, and he ends up dead. And of course, because he died at the hotel, he becomes trapped in the hotel. So he's not going anywhere. Love the ending of the book. This book, these two women write in perfect sync, and it was just a really great story, perfect for the Halloween season. And I just really enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the situations and everything about all the chapters were good. All the chapters were just amazing, and there was nothing in it that I can say that I had a problem with. So this book, as I said, is really great for the spooky season. So I'm going to give this book 5 stars. Great book. I'm definitely glad I'm going to be picking up the sequel to this one, because I really want to see what next adventures these people have. I know it's on a cruise ship, So definitely looking forward to it. And I'm actually going to go on there and see if they have published a third book, because I really want to see what happens next. So 5 stars, great book. So yeah. So I'm going to be publishing an independent video from this one, and that will be what I'm reading next for the spooky season. Oh, and also I will just let you guys know that after that one, I will be reading the Agatha Christie book, and then I will be reading the other one. I will get to Salem's Lot hopefully pretty soon.